Hola, pinche losers. Okay, so today's video is going to be how I lost weight during quarantine, during the pandemic. I feel like that is something that a lot of people have asked me personally about. And that is something that I decided that I wanted to share on this larger platform to help you guys out. Yeah, I'll get into how much, but I did lose a lot of weight and I'm still currently in the process of losing more. So I wanted to just share that. This video is really gonna be in two parts. So this first video, the one that I'm filming right now, is going to be specific to one diet that I used. In the next video, I'm gonna do basically like not really a what I eat in a day, but almost kind of sort of like that. Just showing and telling you guys what I do since I'm no longer on the diet that I'm gonna mention. So I'm still dieting, but I'm not on that specific diet, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I just don't want to spoil it. If you hear a lot of like and like pitter patter, it's the rain. It's been, I think there's like a tropical storm or some shit. It's been raining like all fucking day long, like literally all day. Like, you know how when it's a rainy day? No, baby, this is a rainy day. Like, it's been raining every like 5 minutes. Like, it's just, and this rain has not stopped. This rain has been on for like an hour. So excuse that if you see a lot of shit in the background. That's just I'm in the process of like rearranging things in my room and trying to figure things out. I gotta get a new bed. I gotta clean that little area right there. So there's just a lot happening right now. I'm in a transitional period. So yeah, just some disclaimers. But yeah, so I will have everything linked as much as I can. I'll have linked down below, like recipes and just different things that were helpful to me. Details on this hair, that video will be linked down below because I just filmed that like a week or two ago. And yeah, let's just get into it. If y'all want to see how I lost weight during quarantine, which it is possible, don't think all you can do is gain weight. You can lose weight during quarantine. Then please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know if you want to see more like weight related lifestyle videos like this. So let's just get into it. All right, 2020, the year that changed the world. In January, I was like, bitch, new year, new me, we getting fit, we getting lit. For my 20th birthday, I was like, if I don't lose between 10 and 20 pounds, bitch, that's your ass. Like, I was getting real serious. My birthday in 2019, I was very depressed about how I looked at my pictures. I was very sad. But 2020 came around, I was like, bitch, no, we're gonna look good on July 21st. You feel me? We're gonna look good. Okay? Even if I have to slap you. So, I started working out 4 to 5 times a week at my school's gym. This was before quarantine and everything shut down everything. This is when I really got serious. However, I will mention that food was still a struggle for me trying to eat healthy. So the thing is I would eat really well. I started cutting out carbs, sugar, stopped having juices and sodas, and try to have more water. The problem with that was because I was in a new relationship and he would come visit me almost every weekend at college and we would go on dates and shit. I would eat like shit on the weekends. We would have Wendy's and McDonald's and Burger King and all these different things, and I would just eat like shit. Granted, I worked it off, but still, just because you work out 4 or 5 times a week and then during the weekends you're eating like shit, especially at least for my body type, it's not really gonna help you lose weight. It's either gonna make your weight stay stagnant or actually make you gain it, because you need to be eating healthy at least 90%. And then in April, I started the 2 things that really completely changed my life, to be quite honest. In April, I started the Chloe Ting challenge. I just found her randomly on YouTube. I was doing somebody else, I can't remember her name, but I stopped once I found Chloe Ting because I liked Chloe Ting stuff a little bit more. And I found her and I started to do her. What did I do? Was it the 2 week? It was like a summer. Was it a summer shred? It was like a 2-week program. Like I said, I'll have them linked down below, and I'll have her channel linked down below. She's really good. She'll work your ass. Like, bitch, you want to work out? Her shit is a workout, okay? Her shit's intense. So just don't take it lightly. Don't take it lightly. She's a small little petite little thing, but baby, she will work you, okay? So I started that, and I started to try to eat a little bit healthier, and then I started inquiring about the keto diet. So this is really what helped me lose weight, and this is what this video really is about, the keto diet. This is what I tried. So remember when the keto diet was all the craze when it first came out, and now it's kind of like died down? Yeah. So, but I tried the keto diet. My mom and my aunt both did the keto diet. My mom had lost a lot of weight on the keto diet. My aunt had lost like 40 or 50 pounds on the keto diet. So I decided, let me see. I was trying different things just to see what could help me lose weight. So at first, before I even get into the keto diet, at first I was just eating, like I said, cutting out sugar and carbs and things. But for some reason, maybe I was still having too much carbs and too much sugar. Maybe I wasn't, like, I still didn't know the proper things to eat. I wasn't gaining weight, which was great, especially with the exercise, but I wasn't losing. So at this point in like March and April, what I'm talking about, this period here, I was between 175, 176 pounds, maybe even 177, but I think it was like 176 because I remember weighing that specifically. And I'll insert pictures of like the scale pictures and how I looked at 176 and 175 and stuff like that. So that happened, and I was like, nope, it's time for a change. And I was like, well, okay, I'm kind of sort of eating healthy, but I'm not eating healthy. Like something's not working. And I thought the workouts were fine. So I said, maybe it's the diet that I'm still struggling with. So I decided to try keto because I had heard and seen other people lose weight off of it. So I started keto April 20th, to be very specific, Monday, April 20th. And I had done it for about 3 months. And I started losing weight. I started losing weight, baby. I was like, it was really an experiment. My mom was like, okay, just so you know, it's a really hard diet to do, but you could try it for a week. And if you're losing weight, then keep on with the keep on. So I was losing a steady 2 pounds every 7 days, every week, about a pound every 3 days or so, mixing Chloe Ting and like HIIT workouts and the keto diet. And I will get more into the diet in the second part of this video. And like I said, I'm gonna insert pictures. I started losing weight, and I had never, from 2018 when I was going to the gym with my mom, I had not lost weight since then. So this was exciting. I was like, oh my God, this diet does work for me. Like I was so excited. And you know, estoy muy excited. Like, you know, like on some Selena shit. I was real excited. And you know, it was great. I was like, oh my God, I can lose weight. There's a diet that works. This is great. Like, it was just amazing. And since then, well, I stopped recently, and I'll get into that later. But from that point on, I had done the diet and it worked. It was very, very hard, but it worked for me. And you know, when you see results, you don't want to stop. So I kept seeing the steady 2 pounds, and I lost like 8 pounds in a month. And I was like, listen, bitch, I'm seeing results, so I'm going to continue doing this. So yeah, that's how that happened. And yeah. So like I said, I started keto and Chloe Ting, and in conjunction, that helped me lose so much weight. Like I said, I lost 8 pounds within a month, which is normal. It's normal to lose 1 to 2 pounds per week if you're doing everything correctly. So I was losing weight on a normal scale. I wasn't starving myself. None of that. My mental health was going up because I saw the weight loss, and that was like my main goal. And it was great. Now I weigh, as of yesterday, like 159 or 158 pounds. And I feel great. I feel so fucking great. So great. So motherfucking great. And like I said, I'll have pictures. I don't know if by this time if I've inserted all my pictures. I stopped taking pictures after a while because I just had forgotten to do it. But I tried to take as many as possible. I don't have any more body pictures, but I do have more like scale pictures. And at this point, once it hit like June actually, when my job, I work at TJ Maxx, when that started opening up again and I saw my coworkers again, they were like, sis, that's you look different. And I was like, what do you mean? And they're like, did you lose weight? And I was like, yeah. But I didn't think anybody would notice, but they did. And they were like, no, like your stomach looks smaller, your face, like this area, they were like, you just look slimmer and you look more like just like svelte and thin. I was like, oh, she is skinny legend. Y'all noticing? Are y'all noticing the work I'm putting in? Oh my God. Stop. But yeah, people started to notice, and I didn't realize that people were really gonna notice. I thought I was only gonna notice, and they're like, no, like, you look good. At first, it caught me off guard because I was like, damn, was I that fat before? And they were like, no, you weren't fat, but you could just tell that you lost weight, like you're much slimmer. So yeah, I weigh about 159 pounds. So in total, I started like I said, in April, I started at like 176. So I lost 17 pounds. I know that's like very, very specific, but 17 pounds since I started in April. And I lost that within these past 3.5, 4 months. What else was I gonna say? Yeah. And but since the holidays of last year, since 2019, I got up to 180. So I remember weighing myself and it said like 180 or 181. So let's just say 180, and now I'm 159. So I lost 21 pounds in total. Like from when I really officially started, which was like December, January. So I lost 20 pounds total, but since I did keto and Chloe Ting, I've lost specifically 16, 17. Does that make sense? I'm gonna insert a snapshot of like a Google, of like the definition of keto. Basically, keto is high fat, low carb, low sugar diet. Not high protein necessarily, but high fat. Which means, so on the keto diet, you can eat like cheese and basically almost every single type of meat that there is, chicken, poultry, pork, steaks, anything high in fat is what you need for keto. I forgot to probably say this in the intro. Disclaimer, I am not a doctor, obviously. I'm not a physician. I am not a fitness expert. I'm not a physical therapist. I'm none of that. I have no profession. This is just what worked for me. It may not work for you, and it might, and that's great if it does, and that's fine if it doesn't, which is why I have 2 of these videos. One specifically the keto diet, and my next one is going to be specific to not being on the keto diet, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm not currently on keto, so that's why I'm doing 2 different videos, so that you basically have 2 different options. So just know I'm not a professional, but this is what worked for me, for my body type. But yeah, so it's high fat, very low carb. I think you can have 20 grams. I don't know. I can't remember if it's 20 grams of net carbs, which is different from regular carbs, or if it's 20 grams of just like carbs in general. Either way, you want to have, let's just say carbs in general, 20 grams of carbs or less. So that means that even certain fruits and vegetables you cannot have because they may have a lot of carbs and a lot of sugar, like bananas, for example. I used to eat bananas all the time. I loved peanut butter toast with bananas on top, but at that time, because the peanut butter had sugar and the banana has some natural sugars, and bananas, if you don't know, now you'll know, are very high in carbs, I couldn't even have that anymore. So there are certain fruits that you can't have. I will have a link down below to a list of different things that you can have. I believe the list has like in sections of like different fruits, different vegetables, and things like that. If I can find it, I think my mom has it. There's this one list that I'm gonna link down below that I used when I started the keto diet, and it's the perfect list. It has literally everything. I have one down below as a backup, but hopefully I can get that other one. It's from Pinterest. My mom got it from Pinterest. I'm gonna need her to send it to me again. And it separates it. So it has, here are the meats that you can have, a whole list of meats. Here are the cheeses that you can have, all the cheeses, hard cheeses and soft cheeses. Here are the fruits that you can have. Here are the type of nuts you can have. Here are the nut butters that you can have. So it separates everything, and you can see the whole list. And I looked at that list religiously. So yeah, when in doubt, Google it, especially for keto. Just Google it and you'll find, or YouTube it, and you'll find everything that you need to know. Google and YouTube were my best friends on the keto diet, as well as my mom, because she had done it. Or if you're not sure if this brand or if, say, peanut butter was safe, you have to look up which ones that you can have. Some of my favorite keto meals were cheesecakes that I would make, both crustless and with crust. And I'll have a recipe to that linked down below. I don't have the exact recipe that I used linked down below, but I have a recipe that basically uses the exact same things that I did use, and that will be linked down below. Breadless tortillas, which is basically, so I couldn't find a recipe for that because I think my mom got it off of Pinterest. Pinterest is gonna be your best friend too for the keto diet. Like you'll see a whole bunch of, like, if you just Pinterest keto diet, you'll see different things. My mom found a bunch of recipes on there. But breadless tortillas, literally all it is my mom would boil chicken, season it, chop up some red and green peppers, and, you know, mix that, saute that, boom. And then you take just cheese, literally like sprinkled cheese, shredded cheese, and she would use, I think, like cheddar, sharp cheddar, mild cheddar, whatever cheese you really want, to be honest. And she would sprinkle it and make it into a circle, bake that for just basically until the cheese melts, but not too much. And then take it out, put the chicken mixture in the middle. You could put beef or whatever else you want, or even vegetables. Put the chicken mixture in the middle and just flip the other, basically as if the cheese was a tortilla, and then flip it, the other side of the cheese over it, and then it'll kind of like melt into it, and it's a breadless tortilla. I'm not doing the keto diet anymore, but I would still eat that all day, every day, any day. It was amazing, and it's the best way to have tortillas without the bread for this diet. So I loved that. So that's basically how you make that, and you can substitute it with whatever you like. Take out things, add things, whatever. Keto mac and cheese, which I don't know what specific recipe my mom used, but I will either have a link down below or you can just Google it. Literally all it is cauliflower and cheese. You can add bacon to it if you'd like. That tastes really good. Cauliflower is a big, you'll see when you look up keto diet as well, it's a big, it's one of the main substitutes for breads and pasta that you can't really have on the keto diet. So the cauliflower is the macaroni. So it's literally just, I think how my mom makes it is literally just cauliflower, whatever cheeses you want. She puts a whole bunch of different cheeses, sharp and mild cheddar, Monterey Jack, a little bit of pepper jack, whatever cheeses your heart desires, triple cheddar, triple cheese, Fiesta blend, whatever the hell you want. And you literally, and like I said, you can put chopped bacon bits in that if you'd like. That tastes really good as well. And I think she puts heavy cream in it as well. Heavy cream you can have on keto, and I'm telling you, it will make things so much richer, especially with cheese. It might make you go to the bathroom, but it's gonna make things extremely rich and just taste really, really good, and help you get that full effect, especially since you're not having the carbs. Because I know a lot of people are like, well, how did you do keto? I need carbs to be full. A lot of these recipes, you're gonna be full. Like the breadless tortillas, believe it or not, you're gonna be full. But anyways, as I was saying, it's just that cheese, heavy cream, you know, season it, salt and pepper, put a little adobo or whatever, and you're good to go. You bake that until the cheese melts, until it's fully cooked, as if you're making like baked macaroni, and that shit's good. I'm not on keto diet and I still eat that. It tastes amazing. And keto pancakes, there's also keto waffles, but keto pancakes, that's a recipe that I found just last month that I love. I made it a little too much, so now I'm tired of it, but it does taste really, really good. And I'll have that recipe linked down below because I actually did save that into my phone. And it literally is only a couple ingredients. It's cream cheese, eggs, cinnamon, swerve, sugar, like a sugar substitute. And I put vanilla extract in mine, and I think honestly that's pretty much it. So yeah, so those are some of my favorite recipes that I can think of that I like. Oh, there's also this Alfredo thing. My mom found it on Pinterest, so I don't have a recipe, but it's like, there's 2 different Alfredo things that she makes, and it's like pasta-less Alfredo. So it's literally just the sauce, chicken, and broccoli. And when I tell you, chef's motherfucking kiss, bitch, that shit tastes so good. I'm not on keto, but I still eat it because that shit tastes so good. And like I said, believe it or not, it will still make you full. It will still make you full. Can't find a recipe to that, but just look up like keto Alfredo recipes where you don't even have to use cauliflower, because like I said, cauliflower is a good substitute. You don't even have to use that. You can just look up keto recipes, and it's literally just like a roux, or just like the cheese, like a cheesy, yeah, like a roux, like a cheesy sauce, and you just dump chicken and freaking broccoli in it. Oh, it's so good. It makes me gassy, but it's so good. It's so good, and it actually makes me very, very, very full. So yeah, so those are some of the recipes. I stopped keto like July 6th, July 8th or something like that. So at that point I had done it for a little less than a full 3 months, but basically 3 months. I rarely cheated. I think I only cheated once or twice. There was a time where I was really thirsty and my boyfriend ran into his house to get me something to drink. And I'm thinking he gonna grab a bottle of water, but he didn't have any. So he grabbed a little juice box and he gave it to me. And I was sitting there drinking like, oh yes. And then I look and I'm like, oh shit, this is juice, this is sugar. Ah! Like it was awful. I thought I was gonna be so thrown off my diet. But at the time I had been doing the diet for over 2 weeks. I think this was in like May or June, and it actually didn't affect me at all because I ended up working out and continuing my keto for the rest of the week. So it actually didn't affect me at all, but I was still very nervous. And then another time, which was in June, we got French. He was like, do you want something? And I was like, you know what? Let me treat myself. I've been following this diet for like 2-3 months. I'm doing such a good job. And I got a whole thing of French fries. And guess what? All I had to do was work it off and continue the keto diet the next day. And I still lost the weight, and it didn't affect me at all. I didn't gain anything, like literally nothing, probably like 2 ounces, but that doesn't even count. I didn't gain shit. So just know that it's okay to cheat, but don't do it like every weekend. Like I said, I only did this like once a month, barely, because I really had that goal for my birthday, and I really just didn't want to cheat and throw myself too off. Don't go too overboard. I was good enough to have self-control to just have the French fries. That's all I ate was the French fries. I still remained drinking water, and the next day I went straight back to keto and straight back to working out. So if you go overboard, you will gain the weight back, but try not. Like try not to go overboard. And that's why even now, with me not being on the keto diet, I'm not doing keto specifically. Like I'm not focused on high fat. I am still, like I said, eating some of the foods and using some of the recipes and some of the restrictions to help me still lose more weight than I want to lose. But it's also helping me, still watching my carbs and my sugar, helping me not to gain any of that weight back. Because I have heard stories of people doing this diet and gaining all the weight back. I even had a coworker that was like, you did keto? I heard you gain all the weight back. And I'm like, yeah, those people are probably like binging like crazy carbs once they lose all their weight, and that's how you gain it back. So no. And in the beginning of keto, you're losing mostly water weight because you're not having those carbs. So just keep that in mind. But I will say personally, I did lose water weight first, but I did eventually lose like weight, like actual like fat and stuff like that. And the reason why keto is high fat, if I'm not getting this wrong, is instead of using carbs for how do I say it correctly? Like instead of your body like burning off the carbs, it's burning off the fat. And that's gonna help you lose the weight. Does that make sense? And that's why you can't really have the carbs, and that's why it's focused on high fat, because your body is, instead of burning the carbs for energy, is gonna burn the fat. And that's what's really gonna help you lose like weight and water weight and all that stuff. I think I'm saying that right. So if you are unsure, just Google it. Like I said, I'm not a professional or a physician, but that's what I'm pretty sure is correct. I've read that. You probably can see my widow's peak poking out. I would cut it or like glue it back, but I'm too lazy to. So if you see that, just literally tuck it in. Okay, see how it still wants to poke out? Just don't pay attention to it. I just don't want to cut it because I think it's so cute. Just don't pay attention to that, kids. Don't look at my widow's peak, okay? It's time for a hair touch up, I know, but don't look at it. Yeah. All right, still onto the food part. Like I said, I lost about 2 pounds per week, about a pound per 3 days. Here are a list of the foods in my head that I can think of. Like I said, I will have things linked down below that I can think of at least that are safe to eat on keto, that I swear by and helped me to lose the weight. Spinach, bacon, both turkey and regular pork bacon. I personally like turkey bacon just a little bit better. I know you're probably like, oh, no, but yes, because sometimes the pork bacon is a little too salty. It has to be a very specific pork bacon. But anyways, bacon, chicken, lamb, pork, steak, cauliflower, like I said, cheese, excuse me, cheese. I don't remember what specific ones. If I can find that Pinterest list, I will tell you. I will have that link down below or on the screen somewhere at some point. Carrots, I believe. Yeah, carrots, broccoli. Let me see, broccoli. walnuts, almonds, peanuts, but they have to not be, so you know how they have like honey roasted peanuts or sea salt and vinegar peanuts or something? You can't have those because those are gonna just have more carbs. They have to be like plain peanuts, plain walnuts, plain almonds, with like no extra seasonings or anything. And you can look up too, like I said, you can Google it, like, are walnuts keto friendly? And it might even show you like different brands or different, like explain to you what kinds you can have. My nose is itchy after that sneeze. Natural peanut butter you can have, not regular peanut butter. And I will show you guys some of the foods in a second. Keto chocolate chips, I'll show you guys that in a second. There are, the brand that I'm going to show you, there are 3 kinds. I like the milk chocolate one that comes in a pink bag. There are dark chocolate ones that comes in like a tealish blue bag, and then there actually are white chocolate ones, and that comes in like a peachy apricot orangey bag. And I'll show you the milk chocolate chip ones that I have. Heavy cream, it's going to be not only good for baking and like drinks, but it's going to be awesome for roux and sauces and things like the Alfredo recipe and things like that, to just give it more of that rich texture and flavor, and to help you feel full. And pure vanilla extract you can have. Extra virgin olive oil, make sure she's extra virgin. Okay. Avocados and avocado oil. Leafy greens, like I said, spinach, kale, all those different things. Coconut oil, yes, coconut oil. I also have coconut flour, that's good. Almond flour. You can have strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. You can have your basic berries, but you can only have a certain amount of them. 1, because of sugar, 2, because of carbs. So you just have to look up like how much of it you can have. Probably a cup or less, to be honest. I mentioned almond and coconut flour, and the Swerve, which I'll show you guys, granulated sugar, and monk fruit, which is another form of sugar, another substitute. Those are the best by far in terms of flavor. And Swerve comes in a granulated, a confectioner's, and a brown sugar. I have all 3. The brown sugar actually tastes pretty good. The confectioner I hate, and the granulated I love. So I'm just gonna go get those things. But really quick, just to talk about any drinks that I've had, really just water. There are some drinks, and I think it's in the list that I'll have linked down below, that you can have, but I don't really drink those. So honestly, water was just all I really drink throughout the diet, and that's okay. All right, so I got all my snacks that I want to tell you guys what I eat. Something that I didn't bring with me, but you can snack on, is pepperoni. Literally slices of pepperoni. I would snack on that all the time. So good. You can have beef jerky. Is it beef jerky? Like Slim Jims jerky sticks. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that. So these are the chocolate chips that I was telling you about. These are stevia, all natural stevia sweetened. You can use these to bake as well. Honestly, I literally put them in my hand and just eat them. But you can use them to bake. They're 45% cacao. Do I have chocolate in my teeth? Gross. So yeah, this brand is called Bake Believe, and it'll look like this. And like I said, this is the pink bag, this is the milk chocolate, and then they have this one, which is the dark chocolate. My mom likes this one, which is in this like blue bag. Same exact thing. This one has 55% cacao though. And like I said, they have a white chocolate. The milk chocolate only has 10 grams of carbs per serving and 0 sugars, except for the erythritol. Yeah. There's only 4 grams of that, and that's like a sugar substitute. This one has 3 grams of erythritol, only 9 grams of carbs, because you know dark chocolate is even healthier than regular milk chocolate anyways. And no sugars. So yeah, so those are the 2. Like I said, you can use them for baking as well. These are like my favorite snacks in the whole wide world. I still snack on these, and I'm not on keto. These are from the brand Wisps. These are the tomato basil cheese crisps. They have different flavors. They have cheddar cheese, Asiago, and pepper jack, which I want to try. A regular Parmesan cheese and bacon barbecue. Personally, I don't like the bacon barbecue. It tastes a little bit too much like bacon oil and not enough barbecue. I wish they balanced the flavor a little bit better, but it tastes a little too much like bacon. And I know that sounds like a weird complaint because I fucking love bacon, but like, it's a little too much for me. So these are my favorite ones. These are the tomato and basil ones. These only have 2 grams of carbs per serving. 12 grams of protein, which is awesome because I always need a lot more protein in my diet. They are gluten-free. They're 100% cheese. No sugars. If you have the whole bag, you're consuming only 1 gram of sugar, which is nothing. Lots and lots of protein. And yeah, this shit's good. I love it. And now for the sweeteners. They do have liquid sweeteners, like liquid stevia and stuff like that. If you look up any keto recipes, you may see a lot of those, but I never tried any of them. So this is the Swerve granulated that I consume. I put this in my, oh, something else I forgot to mention in the food portion. I found a keto chocolate peanut butter breakfast smoothie. I just found that like last week and I've been drinking it almost every day for breakfast. I've had it like 3 different times and it just gets better and better. So in that smoothie, and I'll actually have that link down below, I use the Swerve granulated sugar. Make sure it says granular because they do have a confectioners and it'll say confectioners, and that one's like purple, and then they have a brown sugar. And then this is the Lakanto monk fruit sweetener with erythritol, whatever the fuck. This is the classic one. They do have a golden one, but I don't know what that one, I don't know what's specific to that one. This has no carbs, no calories, 0 glycemic. It's keto approved, only 4 grams of carbs per serving size. So it's really not gonna do, it's perfect. So I use this. You're probably gonna see this a lot if you look up keto recipes, or if you know anything about keto, you probably have heard this brand or monk fruit a lot. These are pretty expensive. This is like $5 or $6. This is like $7, but heck, the price you pay to be healthy. And I forgot to bring out the Swerve confectioner, but just know it looks exactly the same, but the writing, but this part is gonna be purple and it'll say confectioners, and I'll have a picture of like a cupcake or something. And there was something else that I wanted to mention. Oh, the cacao powder. Totally forgot to grab that. Let me go grab that and then show you guys what that looks like. And this is the cacao powder organic. This is from Better Body Foods. This is what I use for my peanut butter chocolate keto smoothie. You have to use natural peanut butter, by the way, for that recipe, but I don't like the taste of that. It's a little too salty. I like it a little bit sweeter. So because I'm not doing keto, I use the regular peanut butter, but I only use the recommended serving size, which is only 2 tablespoons. And that only has about like 4 or 6 grams of carbs. No, 8 grams of carbs per serving size. And then like 6 grams of sugar, which to me is still not that bad as long as I work out and maintain what I'm eating throughout the day. And I will get into more of like how I really portion control and maintain when in the new, what the hell, I'm losing my words, in the next video that I make about what I eat currently. But yeah, this is the powder. That's what it looks like. I don't remember where my mom got this from, but it's only 20 calories, 3 grams of carbs, 0 grams of sugar, 1 gram of protein. So this is what I use in my smoothie. And my mom also makes a chocolate milk that you literally just put unsweetened almond milk with, or coconut milk, whatever you prefer. And you just mix that and makes chocolate milk. It actually tastes really, and she puts the Swerve and the monk fruit in it as well. And it actually tastes like regular chocolate milk. It's actually really, really good. The only thing about this powder is it low-key leaves this like, sometimes it leaves a residue, especially if you're making chocolate milk. Like the powder will just sink straight to the bottom instead of diluting properly. But in the smoothie, it doesn't really do that too much, but it's still really, really good. And it does leave a like just the slightest little aftertaste for me. Like whenever I make the chocolate peanut butter smoothie, there's this little like aftertaste that it makes, and sometimes I choke on it and it just will sit right here. I'm like, but it's really not that serious. It might not bother you, it just bothers me. I don't know if it's my esophagitis or what, but so yeah, so that's the powder, and that's pretty much everything that I can think of that I ate. Also, calorie deficit is very important when you want to lose weight in general, but it can also help you on the keto diet. I have this app called Fat Secret. I'll probably try to have either a link or like a screenshot somewhere of what the app looks like. I haven't used it much in a while, especially when I was on keto, because I found that it was really hard to either find nutritional information or I just would forget to keep track of it. But counting your calories, having a calorie deficit is extremely, extremely important when you want to lose weight in general. So Google that, look that up, because I can't really explain to you what it basically just is you watching your calories. So like I'm 159 pounds now. So you times that by like 10, I think. And that's how much carbs you should, not carbs. That's how much calories you should be eating a day. And it changes obviously with your weight. But it also depends on just some other factors. So that's why I said Google it. They have calorie deficit calculators. Even when you download the app that I'm telling you about, Fat Secret, which is such a weird name for it, but anyways, when you sign up for it, it'll take you through like, what's your height, what's your weight, what are your goals, lose weight, maintain weight, and it's just like a food diary basically. And it'll track how many calories you have, how many sugars you've had, how much fat, how much sodium, like all your macros, all the other ones, the micros, it'll track everything. And it'll have this little circle underneath of like your macros, like a pie chart basically of your macros. So like you had 16% fat today, 25% carbs, like it'll show you, and it's a great way to keep track. I haven't used it in such a long time, but I did use it a lot in the beginning. And they do have a lot of brands too. You can look up specific brands like Great Value and stuff, but a lot of times it's really hard to find the food. So you may have to input the food manually, like by yourself. If you like found a recipe online and they have the nutritional information, you might have to put it in manually by yourself. So there's that, but sometimes it can be hard to find the exact thing that you're looking for. You can scan the barcode on your food, and you can take a picture of the food, and it'll sometimes, depending on if they can find it or not, they can find it for you. But so there's just that, but that's just a little sneak peek into the next video. But like I said, I don't really use it, but I still wanted to tell you about it because I did use it in the beginning, and counting your calorie deficit is still extremely important. So yeah, part 3, which is the workouts. I'm gonna try to insert it if I can find it, but I think I saved it on my Instagram. I saw this thing that said that weight loss journey is an 80-20. Only 20% is working out, because you're not working out every single day, every single hour and time of the day. 80% of that is your diet. So really the diet is the hardest part, and that's actually pretty true. So really the diet is the biggest part, and only 20% is the working out. People think working out is the harder part, but it's really the diet, because you're eating more than you're working out. You're eating 3 meals a day, you're out all day. You're not working out every day, you're eating more than you're exercising. Does that make sense? You only exercise from anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours a day. And then for the rest of that time, you're either resting, working, or eating. So yeah, so losing weight is like an 80-20 basically. Once you get off your ass to work out, it becomes not that hard. So yeah, so like I said, I did the Chloe Ting workouts. I will have some link to her channel, link to the programs that I did and the program that I'm currently doing. I also started running, which I hated doing when they would force you to run in PE, but now I do it myself. I started that in late May into June, and I've been doing it ever since. It's actually very therapeutic. I wake up like anywhere between 8 and 9 in the morning to work out and go either do Chloe Ting or just go for a run. Couldn't go today because of all the rain, and rain messes with my ankle, but that's besides the point. But yeah, so I started running, outside, that is, in late May or June. When I started to actually like do workouts and stuff, like when I was going to the gym at my school, I would run on the treadmill. But running outside, because obviously the weather's nicer, I started doing in May or June. That also helped me burn a lot of calories and helped me lose weight. It was a great form of cardio for me. And like I said, it's very therapeutic. And I'm doing it on my own time. Nobody's forcing me to run. And even though the gyms are closed, well, when the gym was open, I would lift weights, especially the arm machines and things like that. But the gym is closed now, so I don't have that many really weights at all at home. I only have like this dumbbell that I use from time to time. So yeah, that's literally all I have for my workout parts, is like 3 little bullets, because it's very, very simple. It's all about you and what works for you, and it's tailored to you. You can YouTube things, Google different things, Google HIIT workouts. HIIT workouts are really, 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 really good. Fat burning workouts, like all these different things. But Chloe Ting is what I use specifically to help me lose weight, and just random things that I would do at the gym. I would Google like arm workouts or workouts that you can do on the arm press or some shit like that. And like Google and YouTube, like I said, will teach you everything you pretty much need to know. But Chloe Ting, and the reason why this section is so short is because I used her schedules. So she has all the workouts, everything you're gonna need. She even has a diet plan. So just a little bit about Chloe Ting. She's from Australia, I believe, but she is Asian. I don't remember from where. Korea? I don't remember. But she just has individual videos. So you can, if you have your own workout, but maybe you love her ab workouts, you can do like your own workouts and then at the gym, and then incorporate her ab video at the gym, whatever you want to do. She's very, very positive. She has a very, very positive platform. Her comment sections are always filled with either funny or very empowering and uplifting messages. It's amazing. Like I said, she will work you. She will work your ass, but it's all worth it. It's hard in the beginning and you'll sweat like crazy, but it's all worth it. And honestly, you will. I saw results. You will see results. So yeah, like I said, I'll have links to her programs and her channel. She has a summer shred. She has something called an hourglass booty program that focuses on your abs and your butt. She has full body programs. She has so many different things catered to whatever you need help with. She has an arm challenge. And like I said, she also has individual videos. Her workout programs are just a combination of all her videos, and she sets them up by days. I'll try to have like a screenshot or a screen record somewhere here. Basically, like, so say day 1, say you're doing the summer shred. Day 1 will be, let's say 3 videos, an ab video, a HIIT, basically like a cardio HIIT video, and maybe an arm video. Could be anywhere between 10 minutes and like 20 minutes long. And the daily programs can be anywhere from, like I said, 10 minutes to like maybe 50 minutes, almost an hour long, but they're broken up into different little videos. But like I said, you can also do those videos separately, and she says that in her video. She's like, you can do these, incorporate these into your own routine, or you can follow my program, whatever you want to do. She got so popping during quarantine, so go check her out. I don't have any footage or photos of me working out because that's really private to me, and like I wasn't filming that. But there are people that you can literally YouTube or Google Chloe Ting, and there are people that do Chloe Ting weight loss and like transformation videos, and you can watch their videos and they'll actually show you what program they're doing in the workouts, so you can go watch that. She also does compilation videos. She watches some of those videos of whoever puts them out, and she'll put them on her channel, and she'll do a compilation and like a reaction or response to the videos. And there's just transformation videos, very uplifting. You'll see all different people, you'll see all different body types. So it's amazing. Like I said, it's very empowering, very uplifting. You do not have to do Chloe Ting, and I will say, like I said, she's very difficult, but it's also difficult in a good way. And once you see those results, you will not want to stop. So yeah, that's basically what I did. Chloe Ting, running and lifting weights. Now, to cap this video off, I'm just gonna give you some tips and advice. Number one, which I was supposed to mention in the food part, but I just remembered just now, I saw something on Instagram, another thing on Instagram, because I follow a lot of like fitness things, and it was showing, and I'll have it on the screen or somewhere, it was showing you how like at McDonald's, let's say you have 1,800 calories, but it's only just for that one meal, versus 1,800 calories for the whole day, and you're eating like 3 meals plus maybe a little snack, and you have all these different foods and different vegetables and things like that. So it's basically just showing you the difference between how you can take one 1,800 calorie, just literally one meal, and it can only be like 2 or 3 things from McDonald's, and have a whole day full of stuff that's actually going to make you full and be healthier for you. So I'll have that somewhere. But some tips. Mental health is really, really important. Like I said, mental health played a big role in my weight loss journey. And since losing the weight that I've lost, my mental health is, for the most part, much better, because I'm much more confident. I'm much more happy with the way that I look. And once you see results, you will not stop. You will be so addicted. And that's basically where I'm at. So it has helped my mental health tremendously. Me losing weight was not just for a physical thing, it was also for my mental health as well. And also, just a little personal note, I do have like heart disease and diabetes and like all these different things that run in my family. Also, being an African American woman and a Latina, as you know, African Americans, we are just way more susceptible and way more likely to get really pretty much any disease, especially like the heart diseases and high cholesterol and high blood pressure and diabetes and things like that. We're like the leading death, basically, unfortunately. So that also, just like my ethnicity and just my regular, what am I trying to say? Like me just being a Black woman in general, but also my genetics do play a role in my health. So I want to do everything that I can to not die from health related issues and just be as healthy as possible, so I can stop that genetically from happening. Don't give up, sweetie. Don't give up. It is going to be very, very hard, especially the dieting portion. It is going to be hard, but you have to stick to it. Do not give up, because I promise you, when you see those first 1, 2, 3, 5 pounds go off, before you know it, you'll have like 20, and then you have 30, and then you have 50, and you're just gonna feel so happy. So don't give up. It's really easy to be like, I don't want to work out today, I don't want to do this, I just want to eat what I want. Don't do that, because all it will do really is satisfy you in the moment, and then when you look at yourself later, you're gonna be like, shit, I should have did that. Trust me, I went through it a bunch of times. So do not give up and stay strong. No excuses. That's my other tip. No excuses. Now, there's a difference between I feel sick or I am in no position to work out today because something is affecting me either internally or externally. Like I said, today I couldn't run or work out today because I have sprained both of my ankles before. And whenever there's bad weather or just random periods of the year, my ankles, either one or both of them, will start hurting. So obviously I'm not gonna work out, I'm not gonna run, I'm not even gonna lift weights or anything like that, because my body's telling me no, like I'm in pain, like I just can't do it. If I lifted weights and maybe I forgot to stretch or I pulled something, there's a difference between I'm not gonna work out today, or I'm not gonna finish this workout, or I'm not gonna work out tomorrow, because I need my body to recover. You need to give your body sufficient amount of time to recover. There's a difference between that versus you are able-bodied and you're just feeling a little lazy and you just really don't want to work out, or you really just want to cheat on your diet just because that's what you want to do. No. To be honest, it's normal to have those days, because I've had that. Look, I had chips and a cookie today, which is awful, but I'm gonna work it off tomorrow. So as long as you do that and get back on track, you'll be fine. But don't make excuses. There's a difference between like literally my body telling me no versus I just don't want to do it. And you'll know the difference. So listen to your body and don't make excuses. Push, this goes with this, but don't push yourself too much. Like I said, don't make the excuses. Push yourself to go a little bit harder. Push yourself to do 1 more rep or 5 more. But if, like I said, if you feel like you pop something, sprain something, whatever, do not continue, because you're just gonna hurt yourself. So push, but don't push yourself too hard where you're hurting yourself. And if you do hurt yourself, give yourself ample amount of time to recover. There was a time when it started raining just like this, and my ankle was hurting, and my leg, like my hamstrings or whatever, I had like pulled something. I could not work out for 5 days because that's how long it took to heal. And sometimes I give myself even an extra day to make sure that it fully heals. Make sure you stretch, which is very, very important. Stretch before and after your workouts, especially if you plan on running like how I did. You just need to stretch your whole body, arms, legs, everything, because you will pull something and hurt yourself or do damage to your muscles and your bones. Drink plenty of water. Whether that's 8 cups a day, half a gallon, a full gallon, whatever you want, drink water. Make sure you're drinking tons of water, because it's not only going to do great things for your body, but it's going to do great things for your skin. My skin is like it's a little bit going on here, but my skin is so like nice and clear since me like eating healthier, especially with drinking water. It's just, my skin is just, she's glowing. Okay, not only can water and dieting not only can do things on the physical and on the outside level, but also on the inside level, but also on the outside. So you may even see changes in like your skin and things like that. Get a lot of sleep, as much sleep as you can. I would say at least 7+ hours. Sleep is very important. You can also track that on the Fat Secret app, by the way. Sleep is extremely important because you need the energy to work out, you need the energy for the next day, and we just need sleep in general, whether you're working out or not. And sleeping does burn calories. That doesn't mean if you want to lose weight, all you have to do is sleep, because no, that's not going to work. But it is going to help. It does help with losing weight, because I remember even researching like effective ways to lose weight, and one of the main things, other than like everything that I mentioned, was making sure you get enough sleep. That way you're able to actually like get up the next day and work out. But I forgot the whole science behind it, but you need sleep in general. So make sure you get sleep. Be patient with yourself. That is something I had to learn. My mom always said, you didn't gain the weight in one day, you're not gonna lose it in one day. You're not gonna get abs in a day, 2 weeks, maybe even 2 months. It may take longer depending on you, your body type, what you're eating, how you're eating, all those, just depends on you. So be patient with yourself. This goes hand in hand with it, but it's another bullet point of mine. Don't compare yourself or have too high of expectations. It is going to take time for you to see these results. I personally see results, but I'm still not at the body type that I want. I still have a lot more toning to do and a lot more weight that I'd like to lose, but I am getting there, and I'm very proud of where I am. So celebrate where you are. Celebrate, hey, you lost 2 pounds, celebrate that. You lost 5 pounds, celebrate that. That doesn't mean celebrate by like drinking and like, eating all the bad things that you're trying to stop eating. But I mean celebrating, like, just be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself for even the small steps that you make. But don't compare yourself to J-Lo, Beyonce, these Instagram models. Like, you can have like a fitness motivation or inspiration. Like J-Lo can be your inspiration, but don't sit there and be like, my body has to look like J-Lo. Why don't I look like this? Her abs are like this and mine are like this. Like, no, everybody's body is different. Everybody is different because everybody is different. Does that make sense? I like that. That little tag. Every body, capitalize on body, is different because everybody is different. Remember that. I saw this thing on Snapchat. This lady was like, I work out 20 times a week to keep my physique. And I'm like, bitch, please. No, you do not need to work out. Or did she say 20 times a day? I don't remember what she said. It was like a week or something. You don't need to do all that to lose weight. You don't. Or to even maintain. 3 to 5 times a week, anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours a week, or a day, the days that you work is good. Make sure you have at least anywhere from 1 to 3 rest days a week. You'll be fine. You're still gonna lose weight. You don't have to do that. You do not have to become a bodybuilder. You don't even have to do the keto diet. But you just don't compare yourself, don't have high expectations, and do what works for you. And also, obviously, which I can't believe I didn't say before, contact your doctor and your physician and stuff like that to make sure that you're gonna be doing this healthily and in the best way that you can, and not hurt yourself or damage yourself or not replenish, but like what's the word? Like, keep yourself from getting enough nutrients. I know there's a word from that, but just make sure that you're getting everything that you need. And the last thing, surround yourself with motivation and positivity. If you need to hang up a picture of J-Lo or have a picture of your favorite jeans staring at you all day, every day, until you fit into them, do that. Do what you need to do to stay positive and motivated to continue to lose the weight, because it is going to be hard and you are going to have a lot of setbacks. You may gain like 1 to 5 pounds back. I've done that. I've gained like another 1 or 2 pounds, but I lost it just as quick as I got it. So just surround yourself with positivity and motivation. Be your own personal trainer, your own motivator. Like, if nobody else gonna do it for yourself. Do it for yourself, your kids, your grandma, your cat, whoever. And also, Chloe Ting, like I said, is a really positive platform. So if you're looking for if you don't have like physical positivity in your life, but you're looking for a positive platform, I guarantee you'll find that on Chloe Ting's videos. So yeah, I think that's all the notes that I have for this so far. Yeah, I think that's all that I got. All right, peachy losers. So that is the end of the video. If it's long, I'm sorry, but there's a lot of details that go into this, and I probably still missed some stuff. But that is how I lost weight during quarantine. That is as in-depth as I can get. If you have more questions or anything, leave comments down below and I will try to answer them. But yeah, I think that's all I wrote down. So that's pretty much all that I have. Like I said, this was how I specifically lost like my first 15 to 16 pounds. Actually, no, yeah, like my first 15 to 16 pounds doing keto. Actually, I lost only like 10 to 12 pounds on keto, and the rest I lost just doing regular stuff. So, but either way, that's how I lost my weight during quarantine, during this difficult time. Takes a lot of willpower, but you can do it. Don't give up. And like I said, the next video is going to be specific to what I eat now, which is not being on the keto diet, and how I'm kind of still trying to lose weight. And then once I officially get to my goals, then obviously I will do a video on how to maintain the weight and make sure I don't gain any of that back. So yeah, that's all for today. I was really, really excited to film this video. I hope this helps. Like I said, leave any questions down below. Like I said, not doctor, physician, personal trainer, none of that. Fitness expert, dietitian, none of that. But this is what worked for me, and it may work for you, and I'm hoping it does. And if it does, let me know. And I just really hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know if you want to see more like weight related videos. If you really want to see a what I eat in a day and me show just a little bit more in depth of like what I'm doing, let me know if you want to see that. And I hope y'all enjoyed, and I don't know why I just did that, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay cute, keep it cute, sis. And I love you all, and besitos a todos, and see you guys later.